The volleyball spike is a complicated maneuver to most who have never attempted one. The spike is an important component of the game as it is a technique used in order to score points. Those who have perfected a spike have not perfected it easily, as the steps or phases to complete this action have many small details and movements which are hard to get down. In this analysis, I'll be taking a close look at my partner Sean and how he applies some biomechanical principles to his phases step by step. In order to improve, I'll be comparing Sean's movements to the ideal volleyball spike, as well as providing feed forward and feedback to his completed actions. So let's go to phase 1, or the takeoff. With Sean leading with his dominant foot, he shifts his body weight forward in order to gain momentum for when he takes his next step. Using the biomechanical principle of speed and Newton's second law of force times mass equals acceleration, Sean's body mass leaning forward combined with the force he is creating from his legs will make his contact phase significantly more powerful than if he didn't use this biomechanical principle to his advantage. Let's compare his takeoff to the ideals. As you can see, Sean could have used both of his feet to launch himself higher as seen in the ideals. As well, he could have rotated his torso a bit more to reach his maximum range of motion, in turn perfecting his takeoff if he did. Now on towards the contact phase, or step 2, phase 2. Using the biomechanical principle of force summation with his arms, Sean manages to hit the ball with power, but Sean could have gained more power if he used his full range of motion and span a little bit, as you see in the ideals. The subject is using his full range of motion, giving him more power when he strikes the ball. If Sean used his full range of motion and span, the volleyball spike execution would have been more powerful, so I'd suggest that Sean needs to rotate his core more and should use a greater range of motion in general. Now for the last phase, or the follow through. Sean, now having hit the ball, he now needs to follow through, so to speak, and land the maneuver right, so then he is ready to carry on with his volleyball game. Let's have a look at the ideal's follow through. I noticed that the ideal manages to land on both feet in line with his center of gravity. Now having a look back at Sean's, I noticed that he lands with both feet as well, making him well balanced and stable. If Sean didn't use this biomechanical principle of balance, he would have had a rough and harder to control landing. In conclusion, Sean does the spike quite well compared to the ideal spike, but hopefully with this analysis of mine, if Sean goes over this enough, he should be able to improve and eventually match up to the ideal spike.